Alright. Welcome back to Glenda's Comic Corner, Classic Let's No, sorry that. My Hero Academia. Yes, that's what we're talking about here, My Hero Academia. Don't worry about the beginning portion. Okay, so, episode number 208. We're discussing episode 147. Extras. Yes, this adapts from chapters 353, 354, and the first 9 pages of chapter 355. Before I continue here, I do have a slight announcement making. One Piece, there will not be a review of new episode of the anime next week. There will be a new chapter review next week for that one. But for My Hero is a question mark on that one. Where, here's kind of the thing when it comes to this one. Now, I don't know if they're going to release an episode next week. I have no idea. They may not. Because right now, there's only one episode that's released up. That's the next episode, which aired just fairly recently. As for when the next episode is going to air, I think it's airing this week. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. I want to take a look and see about the next official date. Excuse me. For season 7. Okay, the next episode is set to air. Okay, they took a week off because it was probably 4th of July weekend. So, in Japan, the next episode to air is basically this Saturday. Here's kind of the thing about the next episode. Because the fact that the last episode, because the fact this series took a week off, was anything half of the dub? I don't know. So, it's going to be kind of awkward next weekend. I mean, yes, Case Skulls is going to be back this weekend. Hopefully, that's going to release new episodes Friday. Lord, Miss Steam Academy. Those three I could probably guarantee those come out. But as for new episodes of One Piece, that's definite no. This one is a maybe. As for new chapter manga, hopefully it's going to delay it because I think it was the chapter for this current one came out. That basically took almost a freaking month to come out, and then they delayed it again, and it said to end really soon. Yes, so in the case of this episode, so what happens in this one? Well, we get everybody's reaction to supposedly Dabi beating. We see everybody thinking more bad guys, and of course some villains are shocked seeing birds. That's thanks to Anti-Voice. Everything's going pretty good. Of course, everyone's getting little cheers, and then we cut straight to where Endeavor is fighting All For One, and he's informed that Shudo has beaten Dabi, and he's a bit conflicted about that. But I'm sure he's happy that portion battle was over. And of course, All For One's like, "You're distracted. I'm going to attack you right now." And of course, I think it's either Endeavor or Hawks is basically mentioning this. I don't remember which one. I think it may have been Endeavor, where he knows about All For One having these shockwaves. So he does not want to repeat a Kamino Award. Yet he does not want to repeat that, so keep it contained. And he uses fire bling on him. And Hawks uses his feathers on him. He uses some artificial ones because some of them still burn from Dabi from the villains, the big war arc. So this lasts for a little while. Endeavor gets knocked down by All For One. And, well, Hawks about to bite the dust thanks to All For One. And then all of a sudden, Todoroki and Earjack shows up. Now, of course, he doesn't know who Earjack is at all. Not really. They help out for a bit. And, of course, basically you have Todoroki telling Earjack, please mind your rear end. It's distracting. Yes. Now, no, Todoroki, not Todoroki, Tokiyama is not in love with Earjack. Not in the slightest. She's just a friend. It's just basically her moving her in while she's sitting on him the way he is, because he's flying, kind of using a shell arm to fly, and I'm not used to this. And at one point, basically, like, she gets knocked off, and then she saves him, and then All For One launches a sound attack on Earjack, which does get deflected partially by Hawks, but it still kind of hits them. So Earjack loses one of her earjacks. It gets blown. She loses it. It gets blown right off, and she's bleeding from the ear. And Tokiyama is bleeding from his mouth. They're injured, but they're not out yet. And by the way, there's blood like all over her top of her jacket there. So, if you read the current manga, you're wondering when the heck that happened. Like, why did she have, like, well, no, it's a bit of a spoiler, but she got replacement for that. So, yeah, because this arc was dead. Oh, by the way, in the episode, Pinky overhears a couple of villains where it's implied these no-name villains may have killed Midnight. It's implied. And I would not have been surprised if Pinky just raced over the hearing the fact, because Midnight was a beloved teacher for them. And everyone had a lot of respect for her, and her dying just happened to happen in the series. And I'm sure she probably really wanted to basically beat the crap out of them for killing Midnight. Now, unconfirmed these guys killed Midnight. You can tell, but like they may have been the ones who killed her, or who knows. No one really knows what caused Midnight's death. It's something that's never really explored in the series. He just dies. So, yeah, and then the episode kind of ends with, well, Earjack's one of her earlobes being ripped off, thanks to All For One sound. It's a very interesting cliffhanger, and I do enjoy it. It's nice to see Earjack in action again, because throughout this whole season, she has done very, very little. Mostly she pops up and she gets like a couple lines. It's almost like, if you don't read the manga, Earjack appearing here is a bit of a surprise, because I don't think anybody was expecting her to show up. But here she is. And of course, it's always nice to hear her voice actress, Trina, still voicing her. I mean, yeah. Overall, really, it's a really good episode, very shocking cliffhanger. And, oh, by the way, Endeavor, he's like doubting himself, and next episode is going to be kind of like a big moment for him for next episode, which looking forward to it. Yep. So yeah, that's particularly a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do into the like button. I'm gonna go ahead and do just one more video, which shouldn't take too long, and then, well, I'll call it a night. Okay, next video. Bye.